Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Greensboro, North Carolina for the CP3 Rising Stars here in Greensboro, North Carolina at the Greensboro Sportsplex. So I just tried to fit Greensboro into this short amount of time as I could say it as many times as possible. I am Marcus Shockley here with the SUV TV, and joining me is my good man Brandon Blakeney on this game. Brandon, welcome in.
I appreciate it, Marcus. Happy to be here, man. Excited for Championship Sunday.
Yeah, a lot more games to come with. Now, I think this is the last game we'll be broadcasting as we're underway here, and I'll get everybody caught up to speed. I'm sure people have been watching us the entire game. Running clock today, and they do not stop for hell or high water. And pardon my French, but they do not stop. It's basically running clock, 20-minute halves, and then they do wholesale substitutions every 5 minutes. So just to get everybody caught up on that. If they call a foul, they will not shoot free throws. They will go straight, either award the and one or just award the bucket, whatever they need, whatever they see fit. So Brandon and I are going to be trying to call out the names and numbers as best we can and give you a little bit of info about the players and sort of help you guys pick out some of the better players that you see today. Brandon, thoughts on the overall event so far?
It's been impressive. A lot of these guys are very talented, just very advanced for their age. That's been the most impressive thing. A lot of skill sets and the physical build of a lot of these athletes. A lot of them do not look like 12 and 13-year-old kids.
You know, that's a good point. Bringing everybody up to speed on that. This is the high school class of 2021. Everybody here is invite only, and they're from all across the country and several international players.
Yep.
And everybody is a rising high school senior. I'm sorry, high school freshman. I just gave them 4 more years.
A lot of these guys will be household names by then.
Yeah, we've seen some guys. I was talking to my good friend Mike Talbot over there. He's scouting this event, and he and I were just sort of exchanging notes on some of the guys we had seen that we really liked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot to like out here. I think a few of these guys are going to come in and make an immediate impact at the high school level.
So right away, these guys have now. Most of these teams have already played multiple games, so they're a little bit more familiar with each other.
Yep.
There's a rotating coach situation. So usually you have the coaches who are staying, either staying on a certain court and a new group of rosters comes over to them, or what have you. But the coaches try to work with these guys as much as they can, and a lot of these guys, this is the first time they've played against this level of competition.
Oh yeah.
They've come in as the best player in their class or grade or city sometimes, and then they come here and it's like the first time they've played anybody that's on their level. So.
Yeah, everybody's a big dog here. Yeah, it's good to see. Some of these guys standing out above the pack. Big three right there.
Deep shot outside by Jackie Johnson out of Wichita, Kansas. Another Kansas prospect in the Midwest plays his travel ball at Team Griffin. And going to high school at Wichita North.
A lot of kids from that Team Griffin program.
Yeah, we've seen some great players here. A lot of AAU teams that are well represented. Mocan Elite out of the Kansas area. Georgia Stars, Team Loaded.
Atlanta Celtics.
Of course, the CP3. You can't have a CP3 event without having some CP3 guys here.
Yeah, CP3. Shout out to the 16 unders taking the Nike Peach Jam this year. Big event down there.
And I believe they're going to call the foul down there. So we're about a minute away from the first wholesale substitution, 9-8. Early score here.
We've seen some close games on this court so far. Very high scoring, action-packed, fast-paced.
And that's a feed inside. Nice little baby hook there. And I believe that may have been Christian Tomasco out of New Jersey, number 199. Scramble for the ball. Tomasco got a hand on it. Now we're going the other way.
Oh, good find.
Yeah, and I like how that wing's set up way down in the corner. You can tell that he's been coached to run to the corner like that.
Yeah. Hey.
One of the things about this type of event is it's very rare that these guys will have gotten a lot of structural coaching up until now. There aren't a lot of middle school powerhouses in the country. So you sort of sometimes guys can differentiate themselves by showing their knowledge of spacing and where to move without the ball and how to slide down the perimeter.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Just these guys running sets, running systems, and really showing that they know the game at a very young age. That three's off the mark. Big rebound. Big guy wants it back.
Deep shot that's short. Feet inside, battle. They're going to say a jump ball down under the basket.
Great defense played by Alden Applewhite out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis Memphis is sort of an overlooked basketball hotbed.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah, they got a great basketball collegiate program at the University of Memphis, but even the high school and AAU teams from that area are very strong and can compete with anyone in the country.
Definitely, and I think Penny Hardaway's doing a great job down there in Tennessee. He's a great ambassador for the game for these kids.
He had a quick release. I don't know if that was the best shot, but like that speed of release.
See a lot of these guys falling in love with the tray ball today.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you can hit it, it works, right?
Ah, very true. 3 is more than 2.
Another thing, and we've talked about this in some of the other broadcasts, is that this kind of event doesn't really lend itself to team play as much as you would like.
No.
And sometimes guys get frustrated. They show up and they are playing. Maybe they're a dominant ball handler, and when they come in here, they're suddenly playing the 2 or the 3. They don't touch the ball for a few minutes, and the moment they get it, they say, well, this is my chance. I'm going to take a shot. So.
And some of these guys don't have to see that as a bad thing. You see combo guards or 2-point guard sets really being utilized at all levels now. Most teams have more than one primary ball handler on the floor.
Yeah, and that's a nice little no-look pass behind the back. And that was Aiden Rogers out of New York City, plays for the PSA Cardinals. I have scouted them many times.
A lot of talent. There's about 3 or 4 kids from that program in attendance this weekend.
Over the years, you sort of see the same names from AAU teams over and over. Some teams come and go, but normally like Mocan Elite, PSA Cardinals, New York Gauchos, teams like that, you see them for years.
Yeah, they just reload year after year, send guys to the college ranks, all levels. It'll be interesting to see how this next generation of stars continues to develop over the next 3-4 years. Shot off the mark there, deep 3.
We're going the other way.
Weidel inbound. Oh, great pass.
Yeah, look, it was just over the outstretched arms. That was almost a quarterback-like pass.
Great idea. Love what he tried to do there. Just a little bit ahead of himself off the mark. Nice step back move. That was McDonald, 6-foot guard out of Louisiana. Almost went in for him.
Ball put back in by Cordell Charles, a 6'8" player out of Ajax, Ontario, on that last possession.
A lot of Canada, the North is represented very well at this event as well.
I got to give a shout out to the Sabit brothers up there, North Pole Hoops. I've known those guys for a while, and they have built a huge basketball foundation up there for a lot of the AAU programs, and they do a lot of showcases and everything. And when I first started talking to Tariq, I remember there was not a lot going on. I mean, Andrew Wiggins was basically the biggest thing that had happened at that point. And they have just become a major factor in U.S. hoops up in Canada.
Oh, they have, and even upsetting the U19 guys for the first time. R.J. Barrett down there winning their first gold medal. So the youth program's definitely on the rise up in Canada.
So here's the thing. You see Tony Waters here with the ball. Tony has brought the ball down, and he's giving it up every time, and he's just being denied assist after assist because some of his teammates are just taking bad shots.
And that's stuff that doesn't show up in the box score.
Oh, Coach Dawson's going to pull everybody together, and we're going to have a conversation. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that. unfortunately not able to get everything, pick up really everything Coach Dawson's telling them, but I'm sure we are having some kind of
looks like they're trying to just clean this game up a little bit.
Yeah. And he's not wrong. I mean, what we've seen early on is just a whole lot of one-on-one play.
A lot of quick shots, errant shots. Haven't really seen many of the big guys get a lot of action either.
The clock was still running during that entire time, wasn't it?
Yeah, the clock stopped for no one.
Because I think our on-screen clock is a little off now, so we're going to have to get caught up. We're so used to the normal process, which is that everything stops.
Yeah.
Oh, nice feed. Quick hands to block it out of bounds.
It's a great attempt there to get the ball down low to the bigs. That was 138, Jackie Johnson, another Wichita, Kansas kid.
Here's nice feed. He finished over Redford Dunton, who did run back, but wasn't able to close the gap there.
Shaheem Odom with the bucket.
Calling a block out here. That's a long way away from the basket to be calling a block, but I guess if it's a block, it's a block. Shaheem Odom kicks it out back to the top of the key. Drive. Knocked to the floor. That's going to count. And that looks like number 217, Tevin Smith. From one of my favorite AAU programs, at least in name, Team Manimal.
They're getting creative. There's so many teams, you got to start making up different names because the normal ones are taken.
Manimal seems very close to half man, half amazing.
Seems like both these teams are really still trying to get settled in. Neither one's really taking control or established the pace.
It's a nice little scoop shot, and he got the M1 on that.
Tough take right there. That was 242.
Oh, nice feed inside. And the finish.
And I think
that last bucket by Christian Tomasco, number 199. Oh, and the bucket. The hoop and the harm. Award another 3 points to Redford Dunton from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Going to Heritage High School.
Heritage is definitely a program on the rise as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we could talk a little bit about Wake Forest, North Carolina. Wake Forest is a city in North Carolina, and Wake Forest is also a college in North Carolina.
But Wake Forest isn't in Wake Forest.
They're not in the same location. And there's a whole backstory to that, but we don't really want to go into that right now. Let's just leave it at there was a divorcing between the university and the city of some sort. 21 all, 6:27 left here in the first. Spin move finds Tomasco. Tomasco's looks like he was fouled on the shot. They're going to award him the bucket. I like Tomasco's release. It's very high.
Yeah.
He has good length already.
Just lost it there. That'll be a turnover. Still a tight ball game here, only 2-point lead.
Yeah, play is a little ragged here, and I don't know if we're looking at fatigue overall or just the guys just not being able to pull together so far in this game. 26-21.
Deep shot.
Andre Crawley, 5'8" out of Baltimore, Maryland, plays for Team Thrill. At least in the travel ball circuit. That deep shot is good. Oh, we got our substitutions.
That was just a nice snatch right there. Pull up. He definitely put some time in on that move.
Yeah, Ryan Conway out of Lutherville, Maryland, plays for Team Takeover, another well-known AAU program. Drilled the bucket, and he forced a substitution. Deep outside shot. Good looking release. Rims out. Battle for the rebound. Great look ahead pass. And the run out.
Oh, great block.
Love that chase down defense.
Not giving up on the play, playing both ends.
And then he gets rewarded. Seals on the inside, but he's not able to handle the entry pass. And that is number 239. Olawasegun Durasinmi. I'm sorry, Olawasegun.
That was a
I nailed your first name. And then I blew it on I was so excited that I blew it on the second name, and I do apologize. (28-24).
Oh, great steal.
One thing about Durasinmi is that he is a big guy. He's a true center. It looks like 6'9", out of Sterling, Virginia. Plays for a very well-known AAU program, Boo Williams, and he is a big body already.
He is long, athletic, seems very active on both ends.
Runs the floor. There he is. Snatches down the rebound. Didn't quite chin it, but did keep it controlled.
Oh, great take. Just couldn't finish at the cup. We've seen a lot of that.
And Orasimi's back every time. Oh, that's going to be goaltending. That's going to be goaltending.
That was close.
A little bit more timing on that one, but
that'll definitely come. His natural instincts. He's raw right now. He'll continue to get that defensive prowess.
I believe right now what you're hearing across the country is Division I basketball coaches who are watching our broadcast who are Googling his name.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of kids out here that are going to be.
Did he just get that putback?
High-motor kid.
We have a hockey-style substitution in the middle of the game there.
Taking advantage of the platoon system out here today.
3 minutes left to go in this one, in the first half, 30-26. Here on court number 4. I want to give a shout out now to Double Trouble Training. They are one of our sponsors for today. If you need training, and I mean athletic training, or you want workout videos, please follow Double Trouble Training on Instagram or on YouTube at Double Trouble Training.
Hit that follow button, guys.
Yeah. They may have other types of training, and I may be selling them short, but I'm assuming that it is, what little I know so far is all physical prowess.
Another aspect of the game is get a full court pass.
He hits that New York connection. Is that Rogers? Aiden Rogers?
Yep, Rogers, 5'11" out of New York City.
Yep.
That 5'11" might be a little generous, but.
Yeah, but he did. I like that run out. And he didn't leak out and cheat out like some players do, where they're just waiting on the other end. He actually took off and made himself a target. Yeah, yeah. Nice little shovel pass inside to Owasimi. That's Rogers with the feed. I'm sorry, Durosimi. I just mixed his first name and last name.
Durosimi also, a lot of kids you see 6'8", 6'9" this age are very, very thin. He's got a nice, solid frame.
Yeah,
keep adding muscle to.
I like those yellow Nikes he's got on.
Yeah, the Boo Williams team shoes out there. That was 195. Mr. Dallas Turner on the 3 out of Davie, Florida. Another Nike team Florida kid. And his high school's to be decided. So.
Aiden Rogers. He had a good idea. He's a little frustrated that his big man can't corral those passes, but that's a pretty close range to try to make that type of pass.
Oh, smokes layup on the other end.
Deep outside shot. It's on. It's good. 28.
Way to make up for it. Shaking the head.
Ryan Conway. That's his second three-pointer that I've seen him making this one. Out of Lutherville, Maryland. And he's going to play his high school ball at St. Agnes.
That was Elijah Wilder on the assist.
Rogers got turned around in the air. He tried to bounce it off of a player, but there was no one close enough that he could get it off of. But I really love Rogers' active play at the guard position.
Yeah, he's in attack mode right now. Not really sure what happened there.
Yeah, they probably heard the buzzer. Number 73 here, Waters, the guard. I'm going to talk about him in just a second. I want to point out that the last play down, he saw that there was a big man bringing the ball up, and he ran up to pick him up. finish over the top. And I think that's the first half. We've just sort of run out of time without everybody realizing it. And that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back in, I'm going to say, 8 seconds for our halftime. But anyway, you're listening to the CP3 Rising Stars here from Greensboro, North Carolina. We'll be right back.
I mean, they be all in front of him. He still dribble that ball all out. And then shot. And they just had a huddle about that. You think he a Calipari? Hey, I don't think about the showcase. You can use a gun on your squad and kill your chances. Kill him. You be like, I'm open, baby. Play good defense, go down the road, still shoot. You might well got to go steal the ball from your player. I know, I ran there. I said, look where you going. He walking like this. Hey, look where you going, my brother. Jay! Wrecking crew. Right.
Hey, where your ball at? That's it.
Play with somebody else's ball.
You got white ball.
Your leg got it.
Oh, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half of this game here at the CP3 Rising Stars 2017 camp put on by CP3 himself, Chris Paul. We've seen several well-known coaches, such as Greg Paulus was out here working with the guys on one court behind us this morning. But we're back underway. So it's the level set, everybody. Last half here, 20-minute running halves. This is sort of a pickup style showcase. All these guys are in the class of 2021, rising freshmen in high school. So I am Marcus Shockley alongside Brandon Blakeney. And I'll just apologize ahead of time that we're going to get some names wrong, but we're doing our best.
Got kids, some international kids, a couple different nations represented here, a lot of different states. Great pass there.
Tomasco, that length, he was able to get the shot off, but not able to finish that time. Nice tap out, though. He has good timing. Oh, baseball pass all the way down.
Coming right back at him. Oh, great move. And that's 242. Legend Jeter. Go hard. Jeter.
Oh, that's some nice work right there by number 217. And I will get his name as soon as I find Tevin Smith. I mentioned him earlier, out of Danville, Illinois. Stutter step, kick to the outside. Defense closes, and it doesn't matter. He burns him with the big three. That is number 138, Jackie Johnson, out of Wichita, Kansas, as you mentioned earlier, Team Griffin.
Team Griffin well represented today. Oh, great steal.
Yeah, nice defensive. But it's pinballed around and eventually ends up in the basket, and he took a blow to the face, I think, right in the eye. He's still grimacing. That bucket, and it's Shaheem Odom, and he's over there still squinting, so hopefully he's all right. He's trying to walk it off. We're directing traffic. Bottom of the bucket.
Smooth shot there. Nice fluid release.
Yeah, that was Redford Dunton with that shot. The kid out of Wake Forest.
Oh, great
Another
pass.
scoop shot. This is a back and forth scoring affair. Tomasco sets a pick. Pick and roll doesn't materialize, though. Coach is over here imploring them to talk to each other. Deep ball is good.
Big shot for Team Blue out here. That gives them a 2-point lead. Oh, and one. And these guys are just trading buckets right now. Quick shot. Probably could have looked for something better there. We have 245 campers in attendance. Big major showcase here today.
Yeah, it is a wall-to-wall basketball. And this is a big facility as far as basketball courts. I think we have 8 courts in here.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? If we look over to our left, we have a green court that is a 9th court in between 2 soccer fields.
And a lot of hoops going on. Action-packed for Championship Sunday. This is the first time I've actually been to the Greensboro Sports Complex. So that's a very nice facility.
Yeah, a lot of AAU events are held out here. As you can see why with all these different courts. Not a lot of seating area, and every AAU parent out there knows exactly what I mean by that. You've got 3 rows for about 500 people.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to call that a top 10 play, even though it didn't materialize. I'm going to rank it number 9.
Showing the ups.
He had to go back to get it. The alley-oop was actually a little too far behind him.
That's Tevin Smith out of Danville, Illinois, Team Manimal.
Team Manimal. Now we got a big deep shot there by number 138. And I had his name, Jackie Johnson, who we mentioned earlier, out of Wichita, Kansas.
Another good, solid Kansas kid. Like his game, tough guard. Nice handle with the rock.
Drive, fake, spin move, up. Odom's shot, no good.
Oh, good pass. Yeah, he just lost it on that one.
And we got wholesale changes, so all new rosters, just as Brandon and I were getting used to the last set of guys. They're going to bring in a bunch of new guys.
The new platoon.
But we know there's a couple guys out here that we already like. We like Aiden Rogers here, and we like our big man down there under the basket. I hear some screaming happening somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Goodness.
Either we have a huge fan. I just looked behind us, and there's a Pee-wee basketball game that looks like it's broken out.
Pickup game going on here.
And a couple of the big men out there look to be about 4 foot tall. And some of the guards look maybe knee height.
Some of these kids practicing to try to play in this game one day. Some of the youngsters, younger than the youngsters.
Nice drive. Scooting a little curl through the lane, but wasn't able to finish.
Oh, nice head.
Oh, yeah. Good D, though.
Way to recover, and that's number 45 with the block, Justin Hicks, out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, the 5'11 guard plays for the Jacksonville Suns, AAU, and he's going to be playing high school at Bishop Snyder.
Bishop Snyder has a good program out there.
Now he's got the ball, pushing it up, little crossover, kicks it ahead. Rogers, once again, behind his back, goes to his left, picking his way through traffic, kicks it to the outside. That shot just inside the perimeter, rims off, and we're going the other way. Leak out, here we go. That's going to be a layup.
Kind of caught us off guard with the finesse finish.
Yeah, he was kind of shaking his head. I think he was thinking, I could have dunked that. That's Elijah Wilder, number 200, out of Oklahoma City.
Totally expect him to flush that one. Great take, just off the mark. Teammate able to have his back and clean it up there. That's 198, Caesar Edwards out of Hartsville, South Carolina. Plays for the Carolina Wolves. Another prominent program around here.
That's right. So we got our big man back in here, number 239, Oluwasegun Durasimi. He's right there setting the pick at the top of the at the elbow. And he has to be one of the most, I wouldn't say college ready, but he's the closest already to college size for a big man that we've seen out here this year. At this event. There's a couple guys out here, and obviously he's going to have to get stronger. One of the things that a lot of people are not aware about is that even though guys may look physically ready to play in college, the strength level is pretty vast. And a lot of these guys, when they start playing pickup against some of the college guys, they'll quickly realize that.
Definitely. Yeah, and this is the age, and even moving up to the next level where they'll actually start hitting the weight room, lifting weight, working on their physicality, developing physically.
There's just a vast difference between a guy who's in the 9th grade and a guy who's 20 years old, 20, 21 years old.
Definitely. It'll be interesting to see how a lot of these younger guys develop over the next few years.
Rogers up, under, no good, battle for it. Durosimi wasn't able to corral that rebound.
Rogers a true pass first point guard out there.
Yeah, I like his vision. He picks his way through traffic. He's a smaller guy. He's never going to be a guy that looks like he's going to just go over the top of people. But his court vision is very good.
Definitely, where he's lacking in physicality, he's making up for in his intangibles, high basketball IQ, fundamentally sound.
Oh, we got to stop. Sorry, we have an announcement happening here in the building that we can't quite make out. I hope that they're not telling me I need to move my car.
Hope you picked a good parking spot, Marcus.
I parked behind the building, but I know I parked on the other side of that exit door right there. But I was strategically thinking if I needed to make a quick exit, I could just go out that door.
Sneak it out ninja style. Nice full court pass. Big man grabs another board.
We're almost to another wholesale change, and there's only a 3-point difference in the score here.
Bring in the subs.
So wholesale changes. We are 10 minutes away from the end of the second half. You're listening to the CP3 Rising Stars, and you're watching the CP3 Rising Stars 2017 camp put on by Chris Paul and his organization. CJ Paul, his brothers, Steve. I'm sorry, Steve. I just forgot.
Steve Sheldon.
Yes, I know you're watching this, Steve, and I do apologize. But today's event is also brought to you by Double Trouble Training. If you need training or you want workout videos, please follow Double Trouble Training. I'm going to ask them if I can get a workout video that makes me look more athletic than I am. But anyways, you follow them on Instagram and also on YouTube at Double Trouble Training. And I'm going to tell you, if they can make me look more athletic than I am, I'm going to pay them double.
Getting the double the trouble.
So let's get the stepladder out here, and you guys just shoot me from where it looks like I'm hanging on the rim. I haven't been able to do that in a long time, but I want people to believe that I can still do it.
Oh yeah. Hey, if you got pics, it happens.
That's right. That's good looking out, Brandon. You're helping me out in the internet age.
Gotcha. Nice three there. Number 138 with the tray ball. Looks like that is Jackie Johnson, Mr. Wichita. Oh, way to split the D.
Yeah, I feel like if of all the guys who suffer from the structure of this event, Tony Waters, number 73, the guard out of Charlotte, North Carolina, who plays for Team Charlotte, and Jeff McInnes running that program down there, they've won some titles on the AAU circuit.
Oh, yeah.
But, these guys he's one of those guys that is clearly trying to play a structured game, and he's trying to pass to teammates, he's trying to, make the right play, and it's just tough in this kind of pickup environment for him to really get anything that's notable, going.
Yeah, and it's players like that you have to see live to really appreciate, because everything they do isn't going to pop up in the box score.
Well, a lot of coaches, they like those guys because they help them win. Here he is popping to the top. See, he was flashing, hands up, wants to drive right, drive left, spin. Defense cut him off. And we're staying this way, so off the defense, he's going to inbound.
Tough defense being played right there.
Oh, bounce pass. I like that pass, but his man just turned around and wasn't able to corral it.
Yeah, just like he got a bad read on it. Got some full court press going on here.
Shaheem Oden beats the press on his own, and there's Tomasco finishing, using that length and just gracefully banks it in. Christian Tomasco. Spin. No bucket. Tomasco with the rebound. Now over to Odom. Odom looking up. Decides to slow it down just a little bit. Kicks it up to Waters. Waters deep shot. No good. And that's going to be brought down by Jackie Johnson. He's going the other way. Now here's Waters once again. Splits the defense. Kicks it outside. It sort of falls into the hands of number 118.
Nice cleanup
Bryce
there.
Wunderlich. Everything sort of come to a slow half-court set here.
And first time these guys have really slowed the basketball down.
And you know, here's the thing. Nobody's really looking to post up. That's one of the problems. Deep shot, 65 to 60, 6:08 left. Waters once again bringing the ball up. His defender is trying to push him to the left, but it looks like he's fine going to his left. Waters with the rebound. No look pass. Gets it to Odom. Odom inside and score. And Waters finally gets one of his assists.
Got a little help from the basket there, too. Waters an impressive prospect. They got a few young prospects, point guard prospects down there in Team Charlotte. They're molding some solid floor generals for the future.
It's a foul inside. I believe that's, oops.
Redford Duncan draws the foul. And I really like his game. 6'5" guy out of Wake Forest, North Carolina. Showing some versatility, guarding multiple positions. Might have got away with a walk.
Nice run out. And that's right to the point where we're going to get another wholesale changes. 5 more minutes. This is the roster that we're going to go with for the rest of the game. Here at the CP3 Rising Stars from Greensboro, North Carolina. Once again, I am Marcus Shockley alongside Brandon Blakeney. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I don't know why you would, but you can. M_Shockley. And Brandon, your Twitter handle is?
B Blakeney Sports. BBLAKNEY_sports. Check me out.
That's right. I follow Brandon. I only follow one person on Twitter, and it's Brandon.
That's the only follow you need. I got all your hoops updates.
That's right.
Coming in hot.
We're coming to you today on the SUV TV. So follow them on Twitter at the SUV TV.
Oh, great hustle there. Just both teams scrapping. Leaving it all on the floor. You gotta love high-intensity, action-packed basketball, especially on Championship Sunday.
You can never fault a player for playing too hard. I mean, maybe if he plays out of control, I guess that could be sort of a corollary to that.
See if Team Blue can get something going. They're trailing down by 7 right now. Oh, great take.
Finish inside. Ryan Conway out of Lutherville, Maryland.
Conway, just love the way he used his body to absorb that contact and finish through it.
Steal on the outside. Here we go, behind the back, up, and lost the ball out of bounds. I hear a lot of cheering going on the other side.
I just assumed poster.
I don't know.
Whenever
you don't normally hear that kind of cheering at a showcase kind of event. Normally you hear that at an AAU event.
Yeah, a lot of good action here. A lot of talent. Very competitive.
Finish inside by Justin Hicks.
You know, like you said, this 2021 class is very talented. It'll be interesting to see which guys break out.
We got some cars. Make sure.
Tell you the camera, but I don't know if that's my license plate.
Oh, maybe you should check, Brandon. So we have a slight break in the action as Brandon is going to try to make sure his car isn't the one that's about to be towed. All right, so 2:23 left in this one, and we are trying to see if. Yeah. So I'm sort of talking with the crew here to make sure we haven't parked. No, sorry about that, folks. We're trying to make sure we don't break any rules for anybody. But anyway, 2 minutes here left to go. Coach Dawson trying to get everybody hyped up for this last 2 minutes. And then we've got a lot more action today, guys. Even though we're on our crew are actually done, I think some of our guys are going to be doing the All-Star game later today and some of the top 40 games. So stick with SUV TV for the rest of the day. 75-70. Things are just getting really hype over on that far court. Another finish inside. Oh, so I have an update, and it was Brandon who was parked. He was one of the cars that had to move his thing. All right, finishing inside. Oh, tough finish in traffic. The hoop, the harm, and everything that comes along with it, the glory for Tevin Smith out of Danville, Illinois. Deep outside shot. No good. Battled around. Everybody scrambling, diving. Smith comes up with it. He wants to keep it. He waves off help. Fires it ahead to Shaheem Odom. Odom drives, scoop shot, circus, acrobatic finish inside. Shaheem Odom. Number 2. Is it 223? Coach is imploring the guys to play to the end. Here's Justin Hicks. He's calling for calm. 53 seconds left on the clock. Smith wanting to lock him down on defense. This is a good matchup. Hicks pulls back and then drives. And there's our big man. He's got a shot up, no good. They're going to call the foul, and that's going to be good for Oluwasegun Duro Sinmi, the big man, out of Sterling, Virginia, who plays for Boo Williams. His high school ball will be Virginia Academy. Kick to the outside, wide open shot, and that is good. And that's going to put them up 79-78. Justin Hicks still going against Tevin Smith. Feed inside, stolen by Odom. Odom has been all over the floor today. And he races down, calls for the ball, but the guard doesn't see him. Kick to the outside. Once again, another deep ball. That time, no good. Smith with the rebound. Up. That rims out. Ball back around. Once again, Smith finds the ball, then finds Odom. Block inside. Here's Rogers. He's going to pull it out. That's going to be the game. He's going to run it out. So we've got our game ending, but the cheering you're hearing is a storming of the court apparently over on the other side. So anyway, that's going to do it for us here on court number 4. We thank you guys for joining us. I'm Marcus Shockley alongside with the car being towed away, Brandon Blakeney, as we finish this one up here on SUV TV. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you. Come back for some of the other games here on SUV TV for the rest of the day at the CP3 Rising Stars Showcase 2017.